playing for my dad in college was an extraordinarily interesting and rewarding experience. But I was faced with a real problem of what do you call your father on the field? You don't call him dad. You don't call him father. I mean, I couldn't call him Coach Moon. That didn't seem to fit. And so I was kind of at a loss. And we had a center fielder who was from Detroit named Randy Frizzell, who was a freshman the same year I was. And when we were in the outfield and taking fly balls and that kind of stuff, he started calling him Pop, Coach Pop. And that kind of caught on. And so from then on, the reference was either to Coach Pop or the rest of the guys on the team would call him Daddy. Randy had another nickname for him. He called him Popeye. And we had an incident once on the road when, as college athletes are wont to do sometimes, you go to places you're not really supposed to be and stay out a little too late. And we didn't play all that well. The next day we were at Kansas State, and we got back and we're at practice a couple days later, and my dad and Randy went for a ride. He came out and says, "Randy, I need you for a minute," and they went off someplace. And came back, and Randy came back out to the outfield. He's just shaking his head. So what's wrong, Randy? He goes, Daddy knows. Daddy knows. I said, what are you talking about? He says, your daddy knows everything about Manhattan. I said, what happened? He said, he just looked at me and asked me about Manhattan, and I took one look at those Popeye arms, and I just spilled my guts. So, and but that was a real good indicator to me for not only the respect, but the love that my dad's players had for him. And I saw that, all the way through his college coaching and even on into his minor league years, that there was always that respect and a real admiration for what he brought, because the guys knew that he was there for them. He wasn't there to, pump up Wally Moon. He was there to make them as good as they could be and to be part of the game.